flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. As the season goes on, we are back here at another racetrack for the Go Fast Racing League. This is Kentucky Motor Speedway. Was scheduled to be Kansas, however, there was a mix-up a few weeks ago. You guys probably remember us running Kansas, so they had a flip-flop, and we're in Kentucky this week in the K&N Series. So, welcome to qualifying. Watching Jeff Smith right now. I got a little bit late start, guys. Sorry, I apologize. I was actually talking to one of the admins, Nate Anderson. We was just chit-chatting about some stuff to do with broadcast and computers and stuff like that. So, anyway, watching Jeff Smith right now as he crosses the start-finish line. He is currently up in 5th place in qualifying. The field not too big tonight, but still, you never know. It could be a great race. I do expect a good race between these guys. Last time we raced here, Nate Anderson was able to pick up the win and pretty much dominate the race for the most part. But coming into tonight, and I apologize about that, coming into tonight, looking at some stuff. Everybody pretty much knows Todd Cray is going to have the championship. He's 192 points ahead of Nate right now, who's back in second. But Todd, as we watch him right now, is on the pole. Not a surprise. I mean, 9 wins, 5 poles, maybe 6 poles here tonight, 19 top 5s, 23 top 10s, and the list just goes on this guy. I mean, it is impressive on what he's been able to do this year and continue to do. I mean, if you really go and look at the stats, it's really impressive to see him able to really do that. Average start of 3.42. As I said, 9 wins. 34% of the time he is in victory lane. Average finish of 4.12. Top 5, 73% of that time, which is absolutely insane. That's almost unheard of. But good for him. I mean, he's going to be able to lock up the championship. Looks like he's going to get the pole again tonight. And so he'll be celebrating here in a couple weeks in Florida, as this is, I think we still got 3 more races after this one for the K&N Series. Let me double check. We don't race next week, but let me double check on that to make sure it is 3 races. Yeah, we go to Texas, Phoenix, and then Homestead. So we still got a few races left, but it should be a good season. Alright, so it looks like Todd Cray will get the pole. Waiting on one car to go out and qualify. Brandon Puffenberger don't look like he may not even make it out in that number 88 car, which could be big because he was fast in practice. Dylan Vo's currently second. James Pandolf, you all know that name pretty good as well. Runs on Tuesday night, is one of the owners of the Dynasty Racing League. We'll see them again this Tuesday as their chase continues at Watkins Glen. So, also, we'll be back here tomorrow as well for the Grand National Series for these guys, and that should be a fun race as they had last week off. It's been a while since we've actually broadcast. We broadcasted these guys 1 week last week. We'll be running Kansas tomorrow, 150 laps around Kansas. That's always a fun race. I love that place. So it should be good. Of course, that is a chase race as well. That actually kicks off round of 8 for the playoffs for them guys, so it should be fun to watch. Todd Cray picks up another pole. What else is new? As qualifying will end here tonight. We do got 13 drivers actually in the session. We'll see if all of them actually start the race or not. Of course, Eric Borelli in here. You see him there as well. And sorry, guys, I got to fix that. All right, let's bring in Todd Cray. Hey, Todd, you got me?
Yep, got you.
Well, man, another pole. This makes number 6 for you on the season. We already know that you're the champion. How is this race going to play out tonight? What are you expecting?
Honestly, I'm thinking of tire game tonight. We could turn some fast laps here in the early part of the run, but I've watched them practice, and some of the guys are coming on later. So they just got to protect some tires and give up a spot here and there if I have to, and try to keep tires under us, and hopefully we get a chance to make a green flag pit stop. I've been working on those, so we'll see how it works out. Feeling pretty good.
Got a different car tonight, of course. I see the different paint scheme that you're running, but let me ask you this: this track's different because last time we raced here, the car was really tight. Tonight, I heard the car is not as tight. The setup supposedly feels really good for what I'm hearing. Do you expect the car to get tight on the long run? Do you expect it to loosen up?
Yeah, I've been having a tight condition. Normally in other series, I like to, take it up to the top a little bit. That does not seem to be working out here tonight. So, I'll try to play it middle of the road, see how the car feels, work with the brakes, and, put the pedal to the metal.
It's a good looking paint scheme, man. Go out there and see if. Actually, you know what? I was looking at the wrong person. I apologize. I was actually looking at Eric Morelli, who's behind you. Todd Cray is not running a different paint scheme. As you can see, he's running the Don't Drive Distracted paint scheme. I apologize for that, Todd. Go out there and see if you could get the win tonight, man. We'll be up here watching.
All good, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. So, Todd Cray rolling out onto the track, and I do apologize for that, guys. I was actually looking at Eric Borelli, who will be starting in second place. I'm sorry, Dylan Bowe starting in second place beside him. Todd is starting. Eric's starting like 5th or 6th or something. So, all right. Once I feel like an idiot now for showing that car, we'll get ready to go green. 100 laps. Race will not take long. This is a fun track, fast track. We'll see some really fast speeds tomorrow once we hit Kansas. Always a fun place to go to. Todd Cray, Dylan Vose up on that front row. We'll see how it plays out as the guys work through turn 3 and 4. As the pace car ducks in. Green flag is out. Here in Kentucky Motor Speedway, Bluegrass State. As it is, up front, Todd Cray jumps up in front of the 19. James Pandolf looking to the bottom right now on that 19 of Dylan Vose. Battle for second. You also see Nate Anderson getting a little loose. Got some of the apron. Winner last time we raced here at Kentucky. Led a ton of laps. Battle's going to be for third. James Finn and the 14. That is Eric Borelli up on the high side. James Finn in the number 60 car. Looks like James is going to be able to take away that 4th spot. Looking like it anyway. Him and Eric right now really battling hard side by side as they go back down into turn 2, trying to get the run off. We'll see which run works here. Will it be the low line that prevails? We heard Todd talk and said the high line really didn't work too great. It does look like James Finn is going to be able to take away that 4 spots and move him up. As I say that, there's a drag race down the backstretch between him and the 14 once again. There you go. James Finn was able to clear that time on Eric Borelli, so move him officially up to that 4th spot. Coming right at you. Who's that ducking to the outside? It looks like Jeremy Rigney looking underneath the 65 of Austin Marion. That number 11 car trying to take away and move into the 9th spot. You also see Jeff Smith right up in front of these guys up in 8th place. Jeff looking to have a good run tonight. Eric Borelli back underneath that 60 car. Nate Anderson looking to go 3 wide, not going to do it. He's going to stay in his lane as he works up out of turn 4. Turn 4 is a very difficult lane or track or part of the track because you can actually slide up and make contact with that wall. I've seen guys actually slide up into other cars on exit, and I mean it can be probably one of the worst parts of the track. Or the exit of turn 2 could be a little rough too if you get some of the apron. You do not want to do that. By the way, we do expect pit road to be around lap 40, I would guess, is what I'm thinking. We should see guys on lap 40, maybe a little bit sooner. We'll see how important tires are tonight as this race goes on. Jay's Pandoff trying to hold off that 60 car right now. And Eric Borelli, who's looking on the inside. Don't think he's going to be able to do it just yet. He ran a little bit higher lane that time, was Borelli, in that 14 car. He's getting a run on that 60, looking to these inside, going down into turn 3. Side by side as they work out of 4. We should not see no cars drop to the apron on the front stretch. I know it looks like some guys want to, but it does look like Borelli will be able to take away 4th place for now as he repasses James Finn. James actually uses some of the apron in turn 1 and 2, possibly fighting a tight race car. Try to help him rotate the center. Do got newcomer. We'll talk about him. Newcomer to the league. Rhett Standing Water. He's actually blinking just a little bit, but you can see him. Hopefully he enjoys racing here, and hopefully he'll keep coming back because you never know. You may learn a couple things from some of these guys. Some of these guys are really good. If you go and look at iRating wise, they're really good. So we'll see how Rhett shapes up tonight. You just never know. May have a good run. Austin Marion back to the inside. That is John Morris. He's trying to pass in that number 43 sprint car. It looks like an old, I believe it's Kyle Petty used to drive it. Or was it Adam Petty that drove the sprint car? I think it was Kyle Petty that drove a car like that. Pretty cool looking car though. James Finn gets around Eric Borelli once again, so the battle is going to be for 3rd place. James Pandoff trying to hold back that number 60 car. Comes James with the run to the outside, inside just a little bit. Not going to be able to do it. She will fall back in line. That may open the door for Eric Borelli as we continue watching this battle. Borelli's looking to the inside of the 60 as well. Going down into 3 and 4. These guys right here keep swapping place back and forth. Riding on board right now with the driver of the 14. You also see that 60 car behind him, that green car. That is Eric or James Finn still trying to figure out a way to get back around. Eric, he's looking to the outside, not going to be able to get there just yet. That's a pretty cool little shot. As we are already 12 laps in this race right now. Todd Cray pretty much pulling out just a little bit, 5/10 out in front of that 19 car of Dylan Vose. Dylan should be in a new car tomorrow as well, if I quit being lazy and get his paint finished. To his inside. These guys just keep swapping. Nate Anderson's liking what he's seeing. He wants these guys to keep racing. And all that's doing is allowing him to catch up and try to pass both of these guys at the same time. That fast signed Chevrolet. Eric Borelli definitely fast tonight. Last time by, he was actually. These guys are really close to each other in time. I mean, our top 6 all only at 1/10 of each other the last time by. Jeff Schmidt running special paint tonight. Well, not really a special paint. He's run it before, but you see the pink numbers on the side representing breast cancer awareness. We are doing our pink for the whole month of October. Besides October 31st, we'll be running a special Halloween Topps paint scheme. We'll figure something out for that. Should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that for sure. Back up front. Here comes Nate Anderson, trying to get around the 60 of James Finn. This is for 5th place, as Nate Anderson will move inside the top 5. Or move into the top 5, maybe. 60 with a good, trying to cross him over. Not going to happen. Oh, I say that, and here he comes once again. These guys are doing a good job on keeping their cars clean. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. We got one car actually off the track. I seen smoke. That is the 04 Rhett Standing Water. Looks like he is on the bottom. I don't see a ton of damage, but oh, he's got some damage. Pretty good. Oh yeah, he actually got hit pretty hard. Let's see. No caution flies, which is kind of surprising. There you go. So he went around, catches a gear, and goes around. He does get past, but luckily he's able to keep going. As this closed Jeff Schmidt. No, I'm sorry, it's not Jeff. Carlton Sanders. Austin Marion. John Morris has caught one another. All 3 racing pretty much underneath the blanket. Previous lap times, the fastest out on track right now is our leader, Todd Crane. Not by much, maybe just a little under a 10th. We'll see if that closes up. Actually, not even a full 10th. Yeah, not even a full 10th. So we'll see if that is able to close back up just a little bit. And somebody give these guys a run for their money. See if somebody can give Todd a run for his money. Alright, guys. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here in just a few short moments. From Kentucky, pit stops coming soon. I don't know about you guys, but I am excited about the rallycross as we watch the James Finn get around James Panoff. Does James actually got a little bit of damage? No, he does not. I thought he did. Looks pretty good so far. Up in fifth right now. But I am excited about rallycross, guys. I hope it comes out like next week. If we do, if somebody is out there is broadcast, I'm going to say this on every broadcast till I find one. If somebody out there is planning on hosting a rally race that night in a hosted session, in a league session, please, 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 please let me know. I will broadcast it for free. As long as I don't have another broadcast going on, I will broadcast. I shouldn't have one because most of our seasons are done. But please let me know, and I will get with you, and we'll work out all the details. Please let me know. Also, guys, if you did not know, sorry about that. I was doing something. If you did not know, we would be broadcasting another race here soon. And I was going to get exactly the details of it for you. You could go to our facebook.com /trackside TV and you can see this. Our schedule starts December the 10th, I believe. Was it the 12th? December the 17th, December 10th, at USA Super Speedway will broadcast an NASRA Asphalt Super Late Model Division. I am so much looking forward to this, guys, honestly. These guys will elevate us to a new level. It's probably one of the biggest leagues we broadcast. Nothing against the other ones. The other ones are just as big, in my opinion. But these guys got some pretty big sponsors. I know like 27,000 followers one of the sponsor has. So I'm really looking forward to broadcasting them. We'll have more information here soon on our Facebook. But we'll be able to actually have a couple races this winter for everybody to broadcast. A lot of races we won't be able to broadcast because some races don't actually start again until February. I do know that Go Fast, which we're broadcasting right now, does have a winter division that they'll be running. And the Super Truck Series, I believe is what it's called. I know the Dynasty Racing League has a winter division as well. I will not be broadcasting that, however. The Winter League I won't. Let me think. The Monday Night Red Light Racing Series is done this Monday. They take a month off, and they're back in December, or they're back in November, so we'll be broadcasting them. And then we'll be back for, who was it? I'm missing one. I know I am. Oh, the Wednesday Night League. I know what I'm talking about here. Sim Racing Short Trackers. We'll be back with them as well once we figure out their schedule and stuff. Or at least I think we're going to be back with them for sure. Pit Stop should be coming here soon, as we're starting to slowly see James Panoff drop back just a little bit and getting passed by Nate Anderson. These guys have been pretty much battling each other for the entire race. It's pretty been a four car battle between Eric Morelli, James Finn, Nate Anderson, James Pandoff. And now you're starting to see Jeremy Rigney starting to close in as well in that 11 car. As you see James looking to the inside of Nate, Nate's going to give you some room as they keep battling side by side. The last couple laps by has been the 11 car has been the fastest, but we're starting to see a couple guys further back have even faster lap times. Jeff Smith slowly starting to work up. Austin Mary and John Morris also looking pretty fast as well. So we'll see how that works out. But right now we're watching the battle for fourth. Nate Anderson, James Finn, side by side. Bringing along the 74, James Pandolf and Jeremy Rigney. Great group of cars who are battling each other. James Finn jumps up to fourth. Anderson falls back. Pandolf right now running in sixth place, looking to take over more. Pit road has opened. Todd Cray, our leader, on pit road. As he comes down, we will still stay with the main battle that we was watching. As Jeremy Rigney trying to pass Nate Anderson on the high side. He will pass that number one car. 33 laps in. Pit stops have begun. John Morris on pit road. So everybody here should be on pit road as well within the next lap or two. I do not think we'll see anybody stretch it. But I will be honest, the lap times have not fallen off as much. We got the 14 of Borelli coming in. Todd Cray with a 14-second stop. Also, it looks like Nate Anderson, Jeff Schmidt also on pit road. And these three guys right here, Dylan Vose, James Penhoff, Jeremy Rigney, James Finn, should be coming in as they will lap the Todd Cray car. All this did was force, Todd Cray pitted, all this did was force everybody else to pit. He said tires was going to be pretty important. We're going to see how important they are as they will stay out once again. Oh, Jeff Smith, or James, who was that? James Finn? James Finn gets a little loose on the apron, but does make it to pit road. You see him here getting a little loose, a little sideways. He's all right, though, as he brings that number 60 car. Looks like Austin Marion on pit road as well. You see here Todd Cray. Now, they're going to race Todd hard. James Penhoff will race Todd hard. So will Jeremy Rigney because they want him to burn out his stuff. But it looks like he's going to be able to drive around the 74 car. This should open pit lane for them two. Not going to happen. Dylan Vose has yet to pit it as well. There's no way. Okay. James Finn's still on pit road. He is down and away now. 14.3. Once these guys exit pit road, we'll pop up a graph and you can see who the fastest is as well. I got a feeling these two guys may be coming in. Nope. Staying out once again. I will be honest. They can stay out one more lap. They can do this in a two-stop race. I don't know if that's going to be their strategy or not. We'll see. As it is now lap 37. Dylan Vose up in the lead as well. We're watching him. And should be coming up pit road here this time. It looks like he will. So I'm going to guess James Penhoff not going to come, but he will take the lead. Maybe Jeremy Rigney right on his bumper as well. And honestly, I got a feeling all this is doing is kind of hurting these cars because the newer fresh tire guys are already out pit road. They're just eating time up. I mean, they are a second faster right now. Todd Cray is actually more than a second over James Penhoff and Jeremy Rigney. So they're just losing time right now to the leaders. So they need to get on pit road now or hope for a caution. And honestly, we haven't had that caution. So I don't know. It does look like Nate Anderson took 2 tires, by the way. Jeremy Rigney coming to pit road. James Penhoff staying out. Carlton Sanders into 18 has yet to come on pit road as well. He's got a little bit of damage. You can see the scrapes on the right side of the car and a bumper. The spoiler messed up pretty good. These cars have a high spoiler. I didn't realize they was that high. Penhoff coming to pit road. I think all this is strategy for him. I think he's going to do it on a 40-lap interval. Should see him back in at lap 80. So Todd Cray, and you can see how much time he has given up. I'm talking about James Penhoff to our leader. Cray works out of turn number 4. Penhoff still yet to even hit his pit box. He just now got into his pit box, and Todd Cray will drive by him and take second place. Carlton Sanders yet to be on pit road. So you can see, I will let you know exactly where Penhoff is on the track. Todd Cray is going into turn on the backstretch. Get ready to go in turn 3. Penhoff just exited pit road. So that should show you how big of a difference it was. It was only like I think a 7 or 8, 9 second difference. It's going to be way more than that now. Find out here. He's really pulled out 7 seconds over second. Or Todd Cray now just takes the lead. Carlton Sanders on pit road. Nate Anderson jumps up to second, but that should change as well. Eric Morelli has fresh tires. Nate Anderson taking 2 tires. We will get our graphic up on pit stops right as soon as Carlton Sanders comes out. I want to make sure who has the fastest stop. It is going to be Nate Anderson with the 7-second stop, but everybody else will see. Carlton Sanders gets some damage repaired on his car, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Looks like out of 4 tires, looks like the fast stop was Austin Marion with the 12.8. So that's a really good stop. And I think he actually did make up a spot. You can see Austin right there. We jump back up to the battle for second place. For anybody that's in the chat, let me ask you guys a question. I was sitting there talking to Nate Anderson about it. The reason why I'm saying it because we're sitting there watching him. Should I go with triple screens or should I go with the Oculus Rift or Vive? Let me know y'all's thoughts on that. I'm still debating on what I really want. As Eric Borelli side by side with the number one car, Borelli will take over second place. Not easy though. Caution comes out as Carlton Sanders is around. Is that what brought the caution out? Yes, it was. Did he get loose coming off turn 4? This shakes everything up. Just gets loose and overcorrects a little bit, goes around. Good job on keeping that car on the wall. That could have been very bad. So caution flag comes out. He will have to serve a penalty because coming down pit road, but it could have been way worse. He could have been completely out of the race. So all the guys are going to catch up to the 21 car. Pit road should be open this time. Got to see our yellow cone. Let's see how many people decide to kill it tonight. Every time we show this yellow cone, everybody decides to literally just think they got to destroy the cone for some reason. So we'll see as the cars come off turn 4. Will the cone survive? That's the question. Everybody should come down pit road. Todd Cray, yep. Everybody coming down. Oh my gosh, the cone might survive. Well, we got Austin Berry coming right at it. It's going to survive. How about that? Pit exit. Does look like Standing Water will be your lucky dog. And it looks like Carlton Sanders also staying out. He will get the wave around, I believe. 4 tires should go up on everybody's car. Nate Anderson might not take 4. We'll find out. Looks like he will. Down and away. 21. Oh, 74. James Padoff goes a little wide. Jeff Smith. Eric Borelli loses a couple spots. Oh, we had somebody take 2. James Padoff decides to take 2 tires. I like the call because he was just on pit road just a few moments ago. I do like the call to take 2 tires on that number 74 car. Let's pull in Nate Anderson and talk to him for just a moment. Hey, Nate, you got me?
What's up, buddy?
Man, right now, running third place. You decided to take 2 tires on the last stop. Took 4 this time. It looked like it worked out for you pretty good. Up to third place right now. We see some good battling right now between you and a bunch of other cars out there. How's the car feeling?
Well, it's not too bad. Just had to put some brake in it, and helps me get into the corner, come off the corner. I had 2 tires. It worked for a bit under the green. I got run down by the 14, but overall it wasn't too bad. I knew the next stop I would have to take 4 anyway.
See some really close racing right now, man, between you, the 74, the 60. He's back at 8 now. The 14. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I mean, I know we always talk about how good this league really is, and we're starting to see it even more now. How fun is it in the car driving around these guys?
It's fun. These guys are clean. They're respectful, and I like that. I like that a lot about all the guys here. beginning of the season, we were kind of at each other's throats because we didn't know each other. But now, we're really respectful with guys, and we know each other pretty well, and become friends throughout the season and whatnot. So it's been getting pretty good and pretty fun.
Yeah, especially whenever you got, I think, 26 races in, you had plenty of time to get to know each other. So, all right, man, looks like you're going to be starting behind Todd Cray. Get up on the wheel and see if you could take the lead away from him or take second or put the car up there in victory lane or come home with a good finish. I'll be up here watching.
I'll be trying.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
All right, I moved him into their own channel. I apologize. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so getting ready to go racing. Jeff Schmidt, Nate Anderson, Austin Marion up towards the front. Well, Austin's a little bit back there. Uh, see how these guys actually do on this restart. Dylan Bose, keep your eye on him. That number 19 car may have something. We'll see if he's able to get around Todd Cray using the high line here. Haven't really seen much of it tonight, but we'll see. Pace car pulls in. Todd Cray, we're going to leave him to the green flag. Easy, easy. And green flag is out. Back here again at Kentucky. That was our first restart of the night, and we will get our mid-race report here in about another lap or so. Dylan Bose right now all on the back of that number 21 car. That may open the door for Nate Anderson, who's got his hands full right now with James Pandolf. We'll stay with the lead for now. Looks like Anderson will be able to take away right now. We'll stay in front of Pandolf. Does look like Dylan can actually hang with Todd there for a little bit. It does go away some, but Nate does a good job there on powering around the bottom side. We also got Jeff Smith, and it looks like Jeff Smith, John Morris battling each other. We'll keep an eye on that as well. If that gets any closer, we'll go straight back to it. James Finn, after had to restart way back in 8th, trying to work his way back up. Keep going out 11 car too. He got faster as the run went on. John Morris doing a pretty good job. 7th place, started in 7th. Right now, currently running there. But he does have his hands full of that 60 car. Or of that 11 car, sorry. The 74, the 14, the 1. You can throw the 61 in this mix as well. Here comes Pandolf to the bottom. Eric Borelli to the high side. Borelli's done a really good job. He has actually worked his way back up. Jeff Smith starting to make something happen. As we get a look at our mid-race summary. 52 laps completed. 3 lead changes. That being done under the green flag pit stops that we had. We have had a caution after the 18 went around. Check on Carlton, 3 laps down, make that 4 laps down at the moment. Rhett Standing Water also 1 lap down, so if caution was to come out, Rhett would be the lucky dog in that number 04 car. Of course, he is a newcomer, and hoping to get in here and learn a couple things as well. And it does look like that handoff right now. Still battling Jeff Smith, but we do got a battle back here for 7th. James Finn underneath Jeremy Rigney. Keep your eye on that 11. I keep saying, keep your eye on that 65. I don't think we've seen the last of him either. This whole lineup could shuffle just a little bit. Jeff must have learned something because he's really putting on some good lap times now. However, last time by, he was actually slower than everybody right now in the top 9, actually top 10. He was the 9th fastest, Jeff Smith, in that 61. But he is running 6th. Last time by, though, he was a 10th slower than the 11. You can see it there as the 11 goes to his inside. See if Jeff crowds him a little bit, tries to make him burn his stuff up. He knows he's going to give him plenty of room. But Smith going to use the high line to make it work. Good job for him on that 61 car. Riding on board with Jeremy, looking back at James and Austin in the 65. John Morris not far behind them as well. Here comes James once again. Woo, almost pushed the bumper to him. James got a little bit of damage on that right or left front. Don't know if that's affecting the car, but you can see it right there. The wheel out just a little bit. Knocked in the fender some. But he's looking. Here he comes. So he's inside. You also see Jeff Smith looking underneath James Pandoff. And also Nate Anderson still able to hold on to 3rd up in front of these guys. Jeff Smith had to get up a little bit. Jeremy Rigney will go around his outside. Here comes the 60. Oh, man. James Finn to Jeff Smith's inside. Not going to be able to take it just yet. We're starting to see that high line come into play just a little bit. I've noticed that over the last few laps. Austin Marion taking a peek to the inside of the 60. Not going to get there just yet. Jeff up 3 spots, looking for more. We should start to see final pit stops. These guys can actually run about 10 more laps. Pit, actually some could pit right now if they chose to, and have enough to make it to the end. They are in that pit window as soon as they hit the start finish line to make it to the end. No, I take that back. I apologize. Know where they are or not. No, they're not. They need to go about 10 more laps before they make it to the end. So, correction. They're about 10 more laps away before they are in their pit window. Yeah, very quick. 1 caution. Not bad at all. Been a very clean race. Not too bad. Joe Burchett, everybody in the chat. Of course, he's not racing that. No longer has his pedals or wheel. He'll have them here soon, though, hopefully. Back again. The reason why he don't have them, for everybody wondering, is he had to send them off and get them fixed. James Finn looking underneath the 61. So the 60 trying to move up on the 61. Side by side. Contact between the two, possibly. Don't think they made contact. That's about as close as you could get. We go back down into turn number 1. Does look like James Finn will be able to take away the 7th spot. No, here comes that outside line. Woo! There he goes. Round into the wall. Caution flag will fly. We'll see what happened. Ooh, that was strange. It looks like the wheel got up on his back. One more look at this, then we'll hop on board. Oh, it looks like the 60 pushed up just a little too far. Oof. Should give us a pretty good view of it. be the judge. So caution flag comes out. That's going to make things very interesting as far as pit stops go. We may be about 5 laps short for fuel. So we'll see if that's the case, because the longest we see anybody run. No, we can make it. I do apologize again, guys. It actually is 40 laps because we actually seen a couple guys go 40 laps. Will the pit call make it? It looks like it might survive all night. Sadly for Jeff Smith, looks like his night may be done in that 61 car. Of course, these guys do not run Kentucky tomorrow. They will be running Kansas tomorrow. This is a makeup race. They ran Kansas a few weeks back on accident. It was supposed to be Kentucky. Tonight was supposed to be Kansas. But it's not. Pace car, or race off pit road. Todd Craig, Nate Anderson, Dylan Vose, James Pandoff, Eric Borelli, Jeremy Rigney, James Finn. And there is the 18 coming off as well. Carlton Sanders, or 43, sorry, John Morris. Comes off pit road. Fastest pit stop that time. Austin Marion still on pit road, getting some damage repaired. Looks like the fastest pit stop, a 13.66 for Todd Craig. Bring a Dylan Vose. Hey, Dylan, you got me?
I do, Adam. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Third place at the moment. We seen you second for most of tonight's race. Really seems like you got a little bit early in the run for the 21. You think you can do anything here to possibly hang with him and try to get a pass on him?
Honestly, I don't know. With this being a longer run, if it does indeed go all the way, it'll be interesting. But I honestly think I should be in where Nate's spot is, but I got a bad pit stop and lost time. So, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
it looks like
I think I could possibly make it 3 wide going down into turn 1 if I'm really feeling happy about myself. But we'll see.
it looks like Nate had just a little bit faster pit stop of 13.9. You had a 14.7. He was only he was actually a second total faster than you on pit road from what I'm seeing as well. So there's a little bit of information just to let you know. How's the car feeling though in the long run? Does it tighten up? Does it loosen up? How's it feel for you?
Honestly, with the lines that we're running, it's kind of neutral, to be honest. There's a couple bumps that you got to worry about, but honestly, it handles pretty good. A little bit tighter in the long run, but that's really if you get on the gas too early. That's really the only thing that I've been having issues with.
Well, man, you're looking fast. I want to see if you can get up there and take this lead away. So get up there and see what you can do, and I'll be watching you.
Cool. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right. Pace light should be going off this time for the driver of the 19, the 21, the 1, the 14, the 74. These guys have all been underneath a blanket tonight. I mean, for the most part, these guys have been running side by side for the most part. You know, Todd's checked out a little bit. The 19's moved up a little bit. But really, the 1 to 74, the 14, 61 was there. But the 11 was there for a long time as well. James Finn was there for a long time as well. And speaking of James Finn, I thought he actually got some damage repaired. Maybe he didn't. We do got car coming up pit road once again. Rhett Standing Water coming down in the 04 car. So we're going back green this time. Should be a good finish. It does look like, unfortunately, Jeff Smith will be out of tonight's race, but of course he'll have another chance tomorrow as we go to Kansas in the Grand National Series for Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Grand National. Should be a fun race tomorrow. All right. There we go. Oops, sorry guys. It's a pace car about to pull off. as we are green flag once again here in Kansas or Kentucky Motor Speedway, and you can see Dylan Bowes already with a good start. He's side by side. He also got a start back there with 74-19. These guys are really going to be wide here. This is going to be insane on this restart. Right at you. Bowes able to get around. Oh, there goes the 11 and the 45, 43. John Morris and Jeremy Rigney involved. What happened? Looks like the 11 cut down on the 43 from what I'm seeing first glance. We will get another look. Oh, did 43 give him a bump there? Let's see. Maybe I looked at it wrong that first time. 11 came down. Oh, maybe checked up just a little bit too much. And the 43 got him. And into the wall. Boy, Rhett had a pretty good view of this one. Woo! That's a good one. One more time from Rhett Standing Waters on board camera. Watch this move at the end. There you go. Up to 8th place. Take that away, young man. Or old man. I don't know if you're actually young or not. I'm going to call you young just because I feel like you are. Pit road open. Do whatever the leader does not do. There you go. Everybody do something different. It's the only way you're going to beat Todd Cray. The only way. It does look like James Finn will stay out. I like the move to come down pit road. Even though there's only 5 laps. Be right back right after this. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I had my mic that low. We will be right back right after this. Welcome back to Kentucky for the Kentucky 100 Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series. Here in the Bluegrass State, things have been getting a little crazy on a Friday night. 72 laps are about to be complete. It is out front, Todd Cray, James Finn stayed out, 7-lap tires. Behind them, all fresh tires for James Pandolf, Dylan Vose, Rhett Standingwater, Jeremy Rigney, Austin Marion, and Nate Anderson, who apparently got damage. Don't see none really. I don't know. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time on pit road. I'm not sure what that was. It'll be interesting. That's for sure. Which will 5-lap tires really help? We're going to find out as the pace car gets ready to drop in. We're going to see the green flag this time. Pace car pulls in, green flag. It is out. We're back to racing at Kentucky Speedway. You can see right now that is the 21 Todd Cray battle for second. Dylan Bowes trying to get around James Finn. Looks like 4 fresh tires will help power around that number 60 car. Will it help the 19 catch the 21? Will that is that all the 19 needed? Was a few lap fresher tires. Will we stay green? You've got to do whatever the leader does opposite in order to make something happen. Battle for fourth as well. As Eric Borelli looking on the inside of James Pandolf. Pandolf took 2 tires last time by. Will that pay off? The 65 Austin Marion up on the bumper of the 14. Coming out of turn 2. Marion makes up a spot. Pandolf loses 2 spots. Borelli up another spot. Vose goes to the inside of the Finn. James Finn trying to power back around. Not going to happen just yet. As Todd Cray will check the lap times at the line. Is Todd Cray really that much faster? He is. 2 tenths faster. Not quite 2 tenths faster, but he was faster last time by. 10th and a half. It's amazing to see. I guess the tires didn't play a big of a factor as what a lot of guys thought right now. Here comes Pandolf looking back to the inside on that 65 of Marion. Nate Anderson looks on. Pandolf trying to get around that 65 on the front stretch as they cross the start-finish line. 25 laps remain in this race. Here comes Nate as well, looking to the inside. Following that 74 car. Pandolf will take back 5th place. Anderson to the inside of the 65 as well. Now on the inside of the 74. Anderson looking to take 2 spots. Coming out of turn 4. Not going to get there just yet. However, he will move up to the 6th spot. Back up front. It is a 3-way battle for second. James Finn. Or should I say Dylan Bowes, James Finn. And Eric Borelli. These guys are trying to run down Todd Cray. Last time by. Times are getting a little bit closer. Not even a 10th that time. We'll see. Will the tires help pay off on the long run for the driver of the 19 to 6 or the 19 to 14? A little bit further back. Nate Anderson, James Pandolf side by side coming out of turn number 2. Really close up near each other. As these guys went a little bit higher than they normally would. Here comes that 11. Jeremy Rigney, after getting spun, you see the tire mark on the side of his car. Looking to the inside on the 65. We do got smoke. Where did that smoke come from? The 60s around. Oh, into Nate Anderson. Nate's flipping. And Anderson crosses the line. Well, what happened here? And James Finn, nowhere to go, because back across the track into the 60, overcorrects. Oh man. Hop on board the 11 of Jeremy Rigney. You see the green car up in front of him. There was contact between him and the 14. And here you go. Whoa! Absolutely insane. That is crazy. So a caution flag comes back out. Now, it's bad for Nate. I know that's not what he wanted to happen by any means, but he is still running somehow. Which is somewhat impressive. Um, what do you do? If you're the leader, you got these guys that are out right now behind him. They're going to do whatever opposite the leader does. You have to do what opposite of what the 21 does. You cannot follow him, or you will not win this race. End of story. You can't. So we'll see who stays out and who comes in. If I'm the 19, I'm staying out. Everybody follows him. See, I don't know if I would have done that. Like, personally, I don't know. I understand you got 10 laps. Maybe they think it may be too early to do that, but I don't know. We'll take our final pit stop, guys. We'll be right back ourselves. I'm not sure, but the 74 had to come back down pit road. I'm not sure if there was a penalty on that car or not. He's definitely going to take 4 tires now. Todd Cray back out up front. And I think, honestly, man, that's such bad luck because he did whatever opposite the other guys did. We see right now that Todd Cray back out of the leader now with fresh tires. Dylan, I watched that. He counted cars. He thought he would be starting in third. So he slowed down to let Todd Cray pass so Todd could have the high side. And he'll be starting behind the 2-tire car of Pandolf. But with the penalty, it swaps everything out. Now Cray's up on the inside, puts Vose on the outside. Borelli now will be on the inside. It just, man, this race is going haywire. This is something, I'm going to be quite honest, I don't like the idea of pitting at the leader pit, especially even with 20 laps to go in Kentucky. It may not work, you may lose, but you have to take a chance. Now, if a caution comes out here within like 10 laps, you better do something opposite the leader does, because right now, in my opinion, you may have just thrown the race away. I'm going to ask about that in the interviews that I have if Todd Craig goes on to win this race. Do they think they should have stayed out? Pandolf did the smart thing. He came in and took 2 tires. I think that was smart. Because you have to try to get in front of this 21 car. I mean, he's been out for all night long. He's led almost every lap. He's led 74 out of the 83 laps. You have to try something different. I don't know if it's going to work. I mean, I don't know if these guys can keep up with him right now. Put him back there, even if that's only 3 rows, 4 rows, put him back there and see how he does in traffic. This restart might be a little wild, though. You see Nate Anderson coming out, getting some of that damage fixed, and I'm going to be honest, no idea how that car does not look more beat up than that. Like, literally, You all know the number was on the side of the door. He hit so hard it knocked the number on the back of the car. I'm joking, by the way. That car actually does not look that bad for him going upside down. I'm actually surprised he's able to run. So the pace car going to drop off. And the green flag is out here at Kentucky. What will happen is already Vose tried to get to the bottom, could not do it. See, that was the thing that hurt him. That's why he wanted to put Todd Cray up on the high side. That's going to allow the 14 to drive to his inside and take over second place. Eric Borelli takes P number 2. I don't know if Borelli, we got 3 wide behind him. Pandolf looking to the inside of the 65 and the 11. He takes away the spot from the 65, moves him up to 5th, looking for 4th. There's so many battles to watch. I wish we could have like a side-by-side view. Foes, not where he wants to be. Todd Cray loves it. He wants to see them doing this in his mirror. Now Pandolf falls back to 7th. Question is going to be, can Vose get up here and take 2nd away? Right now, 3/10 off. I'm not going to lie, Borelli, not much slower than our leader right now. I don't know if he'll have enough time to run him down or not. But as they run right now is the order where they was running fastest. For the most part. At the line. This guy was your fastest. Then it was Dylan Bose and then Eric Borelli, who runs in 2nd and 3rd. Pandolf looking underneath Nate Anderson for 6th place. Pandolf really falling back. I don't know why all of a sudden his car not up to where he should be. Not sure if the damage maybe or something. I don't know. Seems like it don't have the power as what everybody else's does right now. Last time by, Eric Borelli, fastest on track. The gap has closed. And it's closing once again. Not by much. We'll see if it keeps closing. Don't want to make a mistake. Looks like he may have slipped up a little bit in 4 at the line. Once again, Eric Borelli. And 3rd place Dylan Bose faster than our leader. 7/10 right now. 9 laps to go. Oh, 10 laps to go, sorry. Coming to 10 laps to go. The gap's closing. It's just, will he be able to get there in time to be able to get around him? You got to catch him and pass him. That's another ball game. Borelli doing everything he can. It looks like this time, still faster by just a little bit. And honestly, at that pace, I don't think he'll have time to catch him. He was only a half a tenth faster that time by. Not that time. Todd Cray faster by pretty much the same time. 31.452 for Eric Borelli and 31.433 for Todd Cray. Looks like he does not have enough at the moment. Looks a little bit slower on this lap. I say that and I was wrong. He was 5/100,000ths of a second faster than our leader. Not going to be enough. He's going to have to push a little bit more. Hope that the 21 makes a small mistake. Honestly, if he makes a slight mistake, he'll close in quite a bit. At the line. About even once again. However, the fastest on track, well, actually, it was Todd Cray. 3.1576 to a 3.1587. How about Rhett Stillwater in that 04? He's going to bring it home, it looks like, in 8th place tonight. Good for him. Newcomer to the league. Puts it inside the top 10. Was not really the fastest, that's for sure. But, hey, done a good job on being able to stay out there. Borelli a 10th faster last time by. The gap has closed quite a bit. You see Todd Cray moving to the bottom, which is kind of surprising. Borelli moves up an extra line. That gap is really closing on the exits. Eric may be a little bit slower in the entrance, but on the exit, he really gets a good drive out. Especially in turn 2, from where I seen it last time. Faster once again by a 10th. 4 laps to go. You can start to see him. He is pushing that car hard right now. Looks like Eric may have slipped up just a little bit on turn 2 that time. That will extend the lead a little bit more once again. He did. A 10th faster for Todd Cray that time. Todd actually may have moved up a little bit in entrance. Eric riding his same line. It looks like it will help him once again on turn 2. 2 laps to go at the line. It's going to be tough. We'll see if he can close that gap. The 21's going to have to make a mistake. That is about the only way I can see Eric being able to close. Dead even laps that time for all 3 of our top guys. That's impressive. White flag should be coming in the air this time. Out of turn 4. Todd Cray is going to see the white flag. One more time around this 1.5-mile speedway. Don't look like Borelli's going to be able to get him. Down the backstretch for the final time here in Kentucky. Coming through turns 3 and 4. Todd Cray is going to come off turn 4 and see the checkered flag. We got a race for 5th as well. Todd Cray wins at Kentucky. Race for 5th, side by side. At the line. James Pandolph wins by nose. Oh, yes. Wait, I don't know. I don't know who got it. I will find out for sure. But Todd Cray's your winner. Looks like James Pandolph may have squeezed into 5th. He did. Wow, 1/100,000. I'm sorry, 2/100. No, it's 1/100,000th of a second. Wow. Holy cow, that was close. Very impressive. However, your winner tonight, Todd Gray. Will burn the house down here in Kentucky. Eric Borelli, Dylan Bowes, Jeremy Rigney, James Pandolf. Your top 5. Todd lighting them up on the front stretch pretty good. We'll pull in the driver of the 21 car. Hey, Todd, you got me?
Whew, how you doing, Adam?
Well, man, you dominated the race, let's be honest, but that last restart was a little intense. Eric seemed a little bit faster you at times, but it looks like through your entrance you was really fast on your entrance to turns 2, especially, and 3, or turns 2 and, or 1 and 3. Sorry. Did you notice that he was catching you just a little bit? Was you trying to do any kind of adjustments or anything in the car?
Oh, that last run, I wanted to get a little stare and just kind of pace. But like I said, Eric was one of the guys in practice that ran me down. So had to pay real close attention when he got into that position. But again, just try not to make any mistakes, not run it too hard because with all those cautions, it's hard to stay out, pit. It's a difficult situation. So I was trying to keep a little bit in the bag just in case we had a late caution there.
Let me ask you a question. I was kind of surprised myself when I seen a lot of these guys pit when you pitted. Was you a little bit surprised by that too, or did you kind of expect it?
No, actually, because the stop before that, I stayed out. Everybody pitted.
Right.
I felt they made the right move. And track position, hard to pass. I probably expected some guys to stay out, but at that point, I really couldn't take the chance. I just had to hope those tires would pull me through if they did stay out.
That's now 10 wins on the season, man. And I think actually next week, I think we're off for the for the K&N series. I want to double check on this real fast. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we're off next week, but we go to Texas, Phoenix, Homestead. Them 3 tracks. Which one do you want to win at the most? Probably Homestead, but which one of them do you think you got your best shot at?
Honestly, I'll say Homestead. It's a good track for me. But again, it basically at all the tracks, it's basically staying out of trouble, not tapping the wall, not getting any damage. Things like that I think are most important because just a little off there and take a little damage, it changes the whole, changes everything, especially in these cars. Lose that speed. So
sorry,
just take one race at a time, Adam. Just stay clean, and they're coming at me. I feel it, but we got to stay cool.
9 wins coming into this race now. 10 wins on the season, man. Domination. Can't even lie about it. Good run again tonight. 92 laps led. Shout outs to anybody you want to give?
Yeah, right back at you. Trackside Racing Network, Lazy Days, K&N, Go Fast, tonight Kentucky 100. People against distracted driving. On board here from New Jersey, and that's about it. Great race to everyone. Glad to have that win.
Good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Yep. Good night, fellas.
Eric, we're really not in here, so we'll skip him and bring in Dylan Vose, who is in here. Hey, Dylan, you got me?
10-4, Adam.
Well, man, it almost worked out. Let me ask you a question. I see you counting cars, by the way. That was planned. You slowed down a little bit at the exit of pit road, hoping to get third so you could have to run on the bottom and push Todd up high. Not sure what happened with James Pandolf, but he had to come back down pit road. First off, I want to ask, was that what you was doing so you could have the bottom line?
Yes, that was exactly what it is. You called it perfectly. I was counting cars. I saw that James had missed his pit bots. I thought he only took fuel, so I was like, oh, this will work. And then I got out in front of Todd, then I purposely let him by to where that I'd be in third place and be able to – that was going to be my only chance of winning this race is getting him on the top lane and having him fight from behind and having him pass somebody else. Just he didn't do that at all tonight. Let
me ask you a question. I was kind of surprised that I was going to ask everybody this. was there thought of not coming down pit road during that final caution? We know that you guys stayed out. You had a little bit older tires, but we noticed Todd came down. Was there thought of you possibly staying out?
No, honestly, tires are way too important here to turn down an opportunity. That's on. I was surprised when he stayed out that one time, and there were 3 or 4 of us that came in behind him, or there were 3 cars or 2 cars between me and him, and I went from 4th to 2nd in, like it started in 2nd place. So I knew that was my other shot to get past him, is hope that he would stay out one time and then basically shoot himself in the foot if we got a long run. But he was still good on old tires, so.
Just to let you know, you and Eric both was actually faster the last, I think, 7 or 8 laps during that run. I know that really don't mean much now, but you all was a little bit faster during that last run. Not by much, but, you know, you was faster, so that's got to be somewhat good, I guess, because you all was fast.
Yeah.
But, let me ask you, tomorrow, Kansas Speedway, in the Grand National car, how do you feel about heading to Kansas?
Well, actually, it depends on the setup. We Metalhead Motorsports practiced a couple times this week, and the setup has been super loose, and you have to run the Larson line to get to be fast. So if it's that setup, we're more prepared than we otherwise would be. But if it's something like what happened at Dover, where we practiced for a loose setup and it was tighter than molasses, and you can really make a move on anybody, then we're kind of behind the 8 and everybody's at the same point. But to answer your question, I think that I'm apprehensive about this because Charlotte was, I thought I had that track down pat. It's one of those tracks I love to race at. It's the quintessential NASCAR track, but I got caught up in a wreck there and it just kind of jolted me back a little bit. But
I'm looking forward to it. I love Kansas. That's like my favorite track, so I'm really looking forward to it. So
yeah. It should be a good broadcast. So.
It really should. Especially, I love the Highline. I like Highline on any track, so it should be a really good race, and I'm looking forward to it. And but yeah, man, 3rd place tonight. I know you want a little bit more, but give anybody shout outs.
Yeah, I want to thank HomeNet Hosting for coming on as a sponsor. Metalhead Motorsports. Let's see. Jeff, Eric Minch, Austin Marion, all those guys helped me be a better racer and just pushed me to give the best in all the races. So I want to thank them.
You're getting better. You can see that week in and week out, by the way. I don't know if you can tell because you're just in the car driving, but as a broadcaster standpoint, from where I came on from this season till now, you're pretty good. I'm just going to be honest. You're pretty good. You've gotten a lot better and I can say that because I'm just spectating and I can see it. You know, same as everybody else. I can kind of see who's falling off, who's getting better, but you're really picking it up, man. And I got to give you a shout out for that.
Thank you for the compliment, Adam. I've been trying, and honestly, this is the first time that I've seen most of these racetracks. Because I'm a relatively new member to iRacing, as is Jeff and a couple other guys. So,
well, that might be a scary thing for some people. We'll be honest. Man, a good run tonight, and I'm sure we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you very much, Adam.
Thanks.
Enjoy your night, guys.
Thanks, guys. All right, Nate Anderson. Let's bring him in. Nate, you with me?
Yes.
Man, you had a fun ride in the car, huh?
Yeah, I ended up upside down.
I bet that literally scared you because I'll be honest, when I went back and looked at the replay, and I know James Finn did not mean to by any means. I want to make sure I seen that, but that came out of nowhere. For you in the car, I can only imagine what was going through your mind. I'm sure there was probably some words, but what was you seeing when all that happened?
Well, there were really no words. I was just like, yeah, I just got my beer refilled, so I'm all good to go.
Wait, is that why you was on pit road that long?
Yeah, I actually had to go to the bathroom and go refill my beer.
You know, I sit there and said during the broadcast, I was like, he's on pit road awful long time. I was like, I bet he went to the bathroom. That's great.
Yeah, and I had to get more beer from the keg in the refrigerator.
Oh,
yes, but my experiences at Kansas is through doing the official races this week is like, you see something in front of you, don't try to hit your brakes. You're going to be involved in it. Just stay on the gas and hope you get out of it. And that's what I did. And unfortunately, I was involved in it.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But hey,
You can't control.
I rolled over. I was on my roof. I rolled over, got back on my wheels, fixed my damage, and I wasn't that far off. I was really surprised.
Yeah, your car actually looked good. I mean, the last couple laps, you know, looking at your lap compared to a lot of other people's, you know, for the last few laps, you was actually not that far off compared to some guys, which is pretty impressive seeing how much damage you had. But all in all, man, it was a good race tonight. What's your thoughts on the race in general from a racer standpoint?
The competition was really close.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get a run on other guys, you know, unless you really figured something out, you know, it was fairly even. And I don't know, it was a good race.
Yeah, I thought it was a great race too. I mean, we seen at one time, I think everybody was in just like a tenth of each other, which is very impressive, especially for a place like this. So I agree, man. 7th place tonight. Shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, just a shout out to obviously Harpoon Designs for the awesome paint that they give me day in and day out for all my cars. Trackside Racing Network, and my wife to be, because she lets me do this.
Uh-oh.
You know, you guys laugh about it, but yes.
Hey, I don't laugh, dude. I know. Trust me, I know.
I'll be getting married in, Jesus Christ, 3 weeks.
Really? See, I got married.
Yeah, 3.
Well, I don't even know. I shouldn't say that. 2 years ago.
3 weeks from tomorrow, I'll be hitched.
Congratulations. That's
why, thank you.
It's a big step. I'm sure you know that already. So it's a big
step.
Oh
yeah.
So congratulations to you and now your future wife, I guess. Well, soon to be wife. So it's awesome. All right, man. We'll let you go and we'll talk to you here soon.
Alrighty.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, guys, there's your results on your page. My thoughts on the race, Nate hit the nail right on the head. One of the closest races I think we've seen on any mile and a half this year for the most part, as far as the field together. They was pretty much together the entire race. I'm going to be honest, the guys that was running like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and so even James Finn was up there a lot of the time as well. They was literally all underneath a blanket. I mean, you could toss a sheet over top of them. That was one of the funnest races. I do want to mention James Pandolf finished 7/100,000th of a second over Austin Marion for 5th place. So congratulations to James. And yeah, that's the way racing is. So thanks everybody again for watching. We'll be back live tomorrow night. Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Grand National Series live from Kansas. Take care. Talk to y'all soon. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Showers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day